Listen up. Be you. You got this. I said it before and I'll say it again. Keto, rock stars, stay strong. Be you. Bacon, beef, butter. Keto rock stars. Keto rock stars. Keto rock stars. Keto on, stay strong. Be you. Keto rock stars.
Hey, everybody. Welcome, Keto Rockstars, to this Thursday's motivation. Although I had to switch gears and I'm not actually exercising today, and I will talk about that here in a minute. I hope everybody's having a great day. Let's see who is watching. We are streaming on Facebook, we're streaming on YouTube, and we are streaming on Rumble. So if you are watching on any one of those, please say hi. Let's see who we got in the house today. Jerry's in the house, and Jerry says, Amy, I just saw your Sunday live. It set my notification. You finally secured an interview with our beloved John Together Strong. No, I have secured an interview with John, but it's not John Together Strong. It's John from the PhD coaching class. So it's still a wonderful story, but it's not John Together Strong. So, but please, stay tuned. We got Sandy Sprunger on Facebook. Hi, Sandy. Thanks for tuning in. I'm so glad you're here. Donna Ray, Bacon Runner, is in the house. My wonderful friend Carrie is here. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. And we got Cynthia is in the house. Thanks for tuning in, Cynthia. And sorry about the backache. Yeah, me too. But I am working on things. I'm mitigating the pain, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. So thank you so much for being here. Carrie is doing his question or his joke. What did the root beer say to the ice cream? Hey there, want to float some ideas? That's awesome, Carrie. Thanks so much for sharing. Sandy Blythe is in the house. Welcome, Sandy. Thanks for tuning in. My wonderful neighbor Schmovie is here. Thanks for joining us, John. I appreciate it. And Carrie says 10 days now after the surgery and 3 days to go back to a job I don't want to go back to. I can't get hired in tech. I'm stuck as a janitor for life. Stay positive. Keep trying. Keep trying. You're not stuck for life. Okay. So please just keep trying it, Carrie. You got all of us here in this community to help keep you motivated and positive, and we love you. Okay. No worries, Carrie. We love you, brother. Okay. So just try to stay positive. We're here to help. Keep doing what you're doing. Just know that this janitorial job is a stepping stone to something more amazing. Okay. Aaron's in the house. Hi, Aaron. Thanks for tuning in. I'm so glad you're here. Brenda Jones is in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lynn 22Q Cat's here. Welcome, Lynn. Thanks for tuning in. Jabber Jen's in the house. Welcome. And Angela Mullins is just popping in to say hi. She's got a meeting, but we'll check us out later. Thanks for stopping by. Holly Springer's in the house. Welcome, Holly. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in. Maria is in the house. Hi, Maria. Thanks for being here. Brenda Jones is here. Welcome, Brenda. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, I think I've caught up with all of the comments. So what's going on with me? Well, I did this sardine fast a week ago and felt amazing. No joint pain, right? And I'm going to talk a little bit about my day job. I don't really like to talk about my day job here, but there's some things that have been going on that have been causing me stress. A little bit more stress than normal. We rolled out a tech update in my job, and there have been some issues, and I've been fielding all of the upset customers regarding that. And it's been a little bit overwhelming, right? And then I've also been dealing with my mother-in-law in the nursing home. So it's not all just been my job. Her dementia is progressing. And so we are working on maybe looking for another facility that specializes more in dementia care. So I've had a lot of stress going on in regards to her situation. Dr. Nelson's in the house. Hey, Dr. Nelson. Thanks for tuning in. I'm so glad you're here. So that I was going to do exercise today, right, on the screen, but since Monday, I've been dealing with I started having this lower back pain in my lower left back. And I believe this is related to all of the hip surgeries that I've had. It's the same type of back pain that I've experienced in the past, which is like my S1, SI, lower, like, what do you call that? When it shoots down your leg. I forget what the word for that is. But if you've ever had shooting pain down your leg, it's not shooting down my leg right now, but it is strong enough to the point where I'm having problems walking up and down the stairs. It's extreme. It's affecting my sleep. What is that called? Can't think of it. Dr. Nelson will post it, I'm sure, when you have shooting pain from your back all the way down your leg. Usually this is related to my left hip that I've had 3 surgeries on. I haven't had this pain in years, right? Until this week. And the stress has been so bad. I have been anxious. I've been tired, like extremely tired. And yesterday and today, it's been worse. I was walking through the grocery store yesterday. It was my grocery store day. And it was just so bad. I was having a hard time pushing the cart. Sciatica. Thank you, Dr. Nelson. I have had sciatic pain. Mine is related to my hip. But some people, it could be spine related, it could be hip related. You could have a problem with your opposite knee that's causing you to walk funny, and that could cause your sciatic pain. Yes, so this is the same type of pain that I was dealing with when I was going through all of my hip surgeries. I am not concerned about it because I do not think my hip issues are back. I think my stress is what's causing this pain. And do I believe that stress can cause joint pain? Absolutely. And last week after the sardine fast, I had a most amazing 3 or 4 days after that, because my pain all over my joints was totally gone, right? So let's read a few more chats because you guys are blowing this up today. Aaron is saying, I can't chat now, but listening. Thank you so much, Aaron. We appreciate you. Let's see who else is here. Carrie asks, since you are in tech now, how do you get experience unless I need to get more skills? Just keep trying for entry level positions. Okay. Eventually you're going to come across a job that they are looking for entry level experience, but you just have, like anything else. How do you get something when you don't have experience? You just keep trying. Just keep trying. Just keep applying for jobs. Maybe look for lower entry level. They might not be the best paying jobs, but you need to take one that's going to get you experience before you can jump to the next level. And it doesn't matter what field you're in, right? Um, Eventually you're going to come across a job that isn't looking to pay somebody very much. So they want an entry level person so that they can pay you lower but get you experience. And then you don't have to stay there, very long, maybe a year or two. Dr. Nelson, I am so blessed you're here today. One of my favorite people is watching. Whoa, I feel honored. I'd love to do another collaboration with you too. I don't know what you're doing right now, but we always talked about doing a collaboration and I would love that. So let me know if you're interested in that. Shoot me an email. Um, Jabber Jen's gonna do an unboxing video. So type exclamation point love bacon in the chat if you want to post your channel, Jen. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Yes, sciatica. Thank you, Dr. Nelson. That's exactly what, and so many people have dealt with this, and there's so many different causes to sciatica, right? Mine ended up being hip issues, but it does hurt. I am in extreme pain right now. I'm doing pretty good right now. I am not exercising right, but I'm been getting up, walking up and down the stairs slowly. I did put ice on my back. I did take a couple of leaves, and it seems to be working a little better right now. Like the pain is lower than it was this morning. Oh, bye, Dr. Nelson. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Love you so much. Have a great day. And see, Cajun is in the house. Good morning. Let's go. Apparently, I missed a few minutes. Why are okay? Yes. The reason why I'm not exercising is because I'm having some back pain that is debilitating. I'm able to deal with it. It hurts when I get up and move. It hurts when I walk. It's not hurting so bad when I'm sitting, which is a good thing because I can at least do my day job and not worry about it. Thank you, Holly. I got that email. I'm gonna work on those stretches. I believe that this pain, I did not hurt myself. I did not have a fall. I didn't do anything. I believe this is from pain. I've been eating extremely clean. I haven't eaten out in a while. So this, I believe, is caused by stress. Angie's in the house. Welcome, Angie. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so blessed that you're here. Um, so what are some of the things that cause uh physical pain in regards to stress? It can cause back pain, which is what I'm experiencing, headaches. That's the other thing that I've been having going on. I had about 3 days of excruciating headaches. And what would happen with that was so my day job, I'm not going to talk a lot about that because I love my job. Okay, I love my job. I wouldn't change it for the world, but we just have been having some tech rollouts that haven't been going as smooth as possible, and I've been dealing with customers that are upset, and it's been upsetting me. And so I would get up fine, and then I would deal with some of these calls, and then by noon I would have this excruciating headache, and it wouldn't go away all day. I would drink electrolytes and that would help, but, then I would go to bed and wake up and I'd be fine, and then I'd have a similar day, and then by noon, I would have this headache again. Now, as some of you know who know me, we also had a environmental situation go on about a mile from our house. We had an environmental plant that caught fire and, like, basically was burning God knows what into the air. So I'm not sure if it was stress related or related to chemicals going in the air, but for about 3 days I had these severe headaches, like debilitating headaches, and then the back pain. It could be a combination of the chemicals that were going in the air, or it could be a combination of just stress, right? And Holly says, my doctor told me sciatic issues is usually not from one thing, it's from little things over time. Yeah, mine in the past were due to my hip labral tear issues and probably walking funny and getting nose fixed cured my sciatic pain. So I know mine traditionally have been in regards to my hip issues and surgeries, but um this I don't think is related to that because I've been doing so well. I think this is inflammation caused by emotional stress, right? Yeah, I get up a lot, Holly Springer. I get up through the day. I do have a job where I sit a lot. I get up and move around and I take my iPad with me because I can monitor my job from my iPad. I get up and move around a lot. I try not to sit so much except for when I'm actually on the phone in a call. So I try to deal with that. The other thing stress can cause is neck and shoulder pain because you tense up your neck and shoulders, right? Jaw pain, chest pain. Oh my goodness. So you could have chest pain and anxiety from stress. How many people post in the comments have had an anxiety attack from stress? And it feels like a heart attack, right? It's serious. That's serious stuff. And breathing issues, joint and muscle aches. Stress hormones can increase inflammation in some people and make existing pain conditions feel worse. And that's what I think is happening to me, right? I'm having some stress. Why does this happen? Your body activates a fight or flight response, right? So releasing hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. This can keep your muscles tense, make your nervous system more sensitive to pain, interfere with sleep. I've been struggling with sleep, making pain harder to recover from. Oh, here's the other thing that happened on Tuesday night. Oh my gosh. So another thing happened. I don't normally deal with acid reflux, right? Especially when I wear my CPAP machine. I had my CPAP machine on and I woke up choking and aspirating acid. I don't know what happened. Uh, but sorry, I'm going to cough. I woke up aspirating like acid reflux, and I don't have acid reflux. And it was so bad. I woke up choking. I had to get up out of bed. I had to go get water and I had to take something for acid reflux. And then I felt like it went down into my lungs because I had a hard time breathing for about 12 hours after that. It was horrible. And I think, again, stress, right? This is probably all stress induced. Squeaky is in the house. Welcome, Squeaky. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sandy says, I have in the 80s at a job interview. Wow. A panic attack, I'm assuming. Yeah, that's awful, Sandy. I'm so sorry. And Carrie says, I have had issues after the surgery when I tried to lay in the bed. The hospital bed was those beds are terrible. I mean, they are just terrible. I found the recliner and then the GERD went away. I massaged my sternum and it went away. That's awesome that you found something that helped, Carrie. So yes, again, to recap, the fight or flight response can cause hormones to be released that can cause pain in your body, right? And can stress cause a severe backache? Absolutely. I mean, stress can cause a whole slew of symptoms, right? So in my case, can I prove it? Probably not, but let's take a look at how well I felt after the sardine fast. No pain. I felt amazing. So what changed? Nothing other than I'm eating regular carnivore food and um yeah, it's okay, Sandy. Sandy says, Amy, I worry about you. You have a lot on your plate. I do. But here's what I have on my plate. This is all stuff though that I am enjoying and that I think is going to just help people, right? So except for my day job does help people. I work in IT, I do software support and training, and I help people every day solve problems. And I love that. And I wouldn't change that for the world. Then I have a health coaching business. And that is another thing that really I'm excited about. I really help people doing that. Um, So this is something that is really emotionally positive for me because I really feel good when I'm helping people and health coaching helps me help people. Then I'm teaching a tech class for health coaches and social media influencers. And this is going really well. It's a lot of work up front, so I am spending a lot of time on this. But again, it's another way that I can help people grow their business, help them with technology, help them learn how to do social media. And so again, right now it's a little busy. And then the other thing that I'm dealing with is I do care for a 94-year-old with dementia. And this is getting really busy right now because she is progressing. And so we're going to have to take some time to research some facilities and move her. So yes, so I do have that. And then my choir, I sing in two choirs, and that is going to be starting up again here in a month. So I will have rehearsals, but that kind of stuff helps me decompress, right? Sorry, I feel like my allergies are bad. Um, so yes, I do have a lot on my plate, Sandy, but I wouldn't change it for the world, right? And some of the things that I'm doing are helping me deal with stress. I've made it more of a point to try to get more sleep and better sleep. So these are the things I've been out in the sun more, which has really helped. I now have the swimming pool that I absolutely love, and I'm making time 2 or 3 times a week to spend at least an hour out there. Aaron says 30-day sardine fast. Well, let me tell you about this. I don't know if I can afford a 30-day sardine fast because I went last night was grocery night and I really struggled. This is when I really noticed I had a problem with my back pain. Just wasn't minor. I was struggling to push the cart through the grocery store with groceries in it because my back really hurt. But I got to Costco, and 2 weeks ago they had cases of sardines, right? Cases of them. I get to Costco last night, and there were like 0 cases of sardines. So unfortunately, I had to get on Amazon and I had to order the sardines and olive oil, and they were like $40 for 12. And they weren't $40 for the same case at Costco. I'll have to look to see what they cost. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't afford this. So this is going to bring up Brian. Are you still in the house? Are you still watching? Brian and I are going to do another 3-day sardine fast next Wednesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Wednesday at noon, actually till Saturday at noon. But Saturday, I'll probably just fast until noon and not eat anything. Sorry, coffee. I'm not giving up coffee either, just so y'all know. But I was able to order some on Amazon, so I'm gonna do another 3-day sardine fast, and I plan on doing these, like, maybe twice a month because I really did feel so good. It's not my favorite thing to eat over and over again, but, I felt so amazing that it's worth it to me to do this, and I gotta thank Brian. Brian, I'm so glad we met. Thank you for giving me this tool. I never would have done it, I don't think, without your encouragement. So if anybody wants to join in and do a 3-day sardine fast next week, Brian and I are hosting this, and we're gonna just do it, right? Yes, Sandy, relaxing in the pool is amazing. Uh, Somebody just asked an interesting question. I gotta get to that. Carrie says, I have Sam's, and usually the sardines at Sam has bad oils. We don't have sardines at our Sam's. Costco's had those Wild Planet ones in olive oil, and that's what I used for my last fast. And I have 2 cases. Actually, I have like 3 more cans in one case and a case in the closet or in the pantry, and I ordered another case, but it was really more expensive on Amazon. And then I was able to pick up 3 just random cans at Meijer that were just they had flavored ones. I don't know if I wanna do flavored ones because, um, the mustard ones, I feel like I can just open a can and add my own mustard. The mustard ones seem to have a bunch of other stuff like natural flavors and stuff like that. I feel like I don't do well if I'm doing stuff that says the word, my joints don't feel well if they have natural flavors in them. So I'm just gonna do sardines and olive oil only. Angie asks, have you tried sitting on a big 65 centimeter core round ball when you're at your desk? Maybe it will help not put pressure. What's funny is we just threw out my ball because I never used it and it just took up space. So I had one of those. I never used it. But I should like maybe do some more exercises once I feel better for my core. I think so. But yeah, I had one of those and I never used it at my desk. So I probably shouldn't have thrown it out, but I think that's a great idea. Carrie says I might be able to go on during the day before work next week. Awesome. And yes, Sandy, I can reduce my coffee, but I don't know that I'm ready to give it up. I won't ever say never, but right now, please just let me have one thing to enjoy, right? Erin says I get them online a lot. Try and pay under $3 a can. Good thing I can do a sardine fast and eat only 3 to 4 cans a day. Yeah, I think what I might do is I might reduce my cans from 4 to 3 or maybe 2 and see if I can just do that to help cut the costs. And usually do alternate day fasting. I think that's an awesome plan. And Brian says, you are so sweet, Brian. We just love you in this community. Okay, Erin's going to join us. Erin is going to join us. Yay. So we need to make posts about this. I will be going live Thursday in the middle of the fast. So we can talk about this next week. Jabberjen says I would, but sardines are disgusting. Mind over matter, Jen. Maybe you can try a different type of fish, like kipper, or I really like the mackerels. I should have looked for mackerels. How close are mackerels to sardines? Because I may do that. Um, yeah. I think I also got bumblebee just packed in olive oil. I cannot do seed oils. I will like Brian said, it's bad juju if I do seed oils. You have to try a French can of butter. I'm happy to send you one. Can you just send me what brand it is and where you ordered it and I can buy some? I'll buy some before Thursday and maybe I'll try it on screen. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to the plain ones. If I want to doctor it up, I can doctor it up myself, right? Brian, oh my gosh, if you guys have not checked out Grandma's Crochet Corner, you got to go see her when she does a live panel because Brian gets on there and he's like trying to do some mental voodoo stuff to Jen because she falls asleep on screen a lot. I love you, Jen, but you do. And he's like, Jen, you are getting sleepy. And that just that just makes me laugh. I'm sorry, Brian. That's one we need a short of that somewhere. Jen says, no, Brian, I just woke up. Oh, Aaron, anyone use saunas on a regular basis? Brian is the expert in this because Brian has a sauna in his living room, I believe, and he actually can send you the information on how to build your own sauna. And from my understanding, this is such a great thing for you. And who knows? Maybe if I had one of those, it would help my back, right? Jen, shots fired. Shots fired. Jen says, Brian, save it for Barb's. Yeah, Carrie, you do a really awesome pour over coffee. If you had a channel, that would be an awesome video, right? So what am I going to do tonight? It's rainy here, but even if it's rainy, what I might do is try to get in the pool and just get some movement in the pool, right? Even if it's rainy, I might try to get in the pool and just walk in a circle in the pool, right? Because that would be very good exercise for me. I'm loving having a pool. This is how I reduce stress. The other night, Monday night, I was in the pool. I was on the kilts meeting. I don't care. Like I'm going to start doing this. I need to carve out time for myself. And things can wait, right? Things can wait. But you got to make time for yourself and you got to have some stress relief for yourself. So that's what I'm working. I'm working on getting getting in the pool is relaxing. It's good for your body and you're getting sunshine at the same time, unless it's sunny out like today. Aaron says, I can do the cheap cans, lots of mustard. I don't know where are cheap cans? Is that the ones in seed oils? Because I can't do those. I can't do them if they have seed oils. I just can't. Yeah, mackerel. I love mackerel. I didn't see any at Costco this time. Start at 4 and work down. I think maybe this time I may try to do 3 a day, right? Sandy says, Brian, behave yourself or I'm putting you in a corner. Wah, wah. Watch out, Brian. Sandy's going to come get you. Yes. Okay. Lance is in the house. Hey, Lance, how are you doing? Uh, so mackerel is a good substitute for sardines. Awesome. Good, good, good. I will look for them. Yep. And Aaron also confirms you can do mackerel. Ketogenic woman does it. And you can do both at the same time. Awesome. I will look into that. I have enough for next week. So I may just look into this for the future, like because I want to start doing this every 2 weeks, right? Mac Carrie says mackerel is a good fish. It's oily. I got some pink salmon last time and they were so good too. And I could probably do some pink salmon and put a little bit of butter in there too. If I run out, I think that would be a good substitute. But they are pricey. I would be willing to order a few cans just to try them, Aaron. Jen says, very funny, Amy. Brian's a funny one, and you're the funny one. I can't force myself to eat sardines. I found a can of smoked trout. Would that be a good swap for sardines? I'm sure it would be, Holly. And the other thing you can do is eggs. You a ketogenic woman says you can do a 3-day egg fast. So if you want to join us next week and just do eggs instead of sardines, just eat nothing but eggs. That would work well. And this is a good point. So where are Dustin and I going to be on Saturday? This is one of the talking points that I had. Weird. Let me go to all events. Hold on. I'm going to show this. If you go to lowcarbevents.com, let me share my screen. Dustin and I are going to be at Avon, Indiana, Saturday, August 8th, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. It says free, but really what it is just show up. There's no charge to go to the meetup. Just show up and buy your own meat, right? It's a buy your own dinner kind of thing. So Avon, Indiana, Buffalo Wild Wings. This is in the greater Indianapolis region. I am going. Here's the address. I am picking up Lisa. And I gotta message Jackie. Jackie, the realtor Jackie. She lives in South Bend. Smoothie, do you want to go? Send me an email if you want to go. I'll come pick you up too, or maybe we can all meet somewhere. And it's 3.5 hours away from me, I think. So I think I'm gonna be getting on the road at like 8 or 8:30. But let me know if you're in my region and want a carpool. I'm so excited. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about too. Let me stop screen sharing here. But I'm a little nervous about sitting in the car for 3.5 hours because of my back pain. But I'm hoping by then it will be tapering off, right? But I'm going. I'm going no matter what. So let me get back to the chat here. Everyone's laughing at Brian. Dustin says super buttery. Oh, I love cooking salmon in the. I do it in the air fryer. I wrap it in foil. I know aluminum, guys, but I put butter in there and I wrap it, and then oh my gosh, buttery and salty salmon. It's so delicious. I agree. Jerry, hey Jerry, I'm so glad you're here. The dollar store sells mackerel. I'll have to check that out. Which dollar store? Dollar General, Dollar Tree? Which one do you go to? Am I buffering? Carrie says I'm buffering. Am I frozen? I'm watching this. Maybe it's YouTube. You know, Lance was complaining about there being some issues with YouTube. I'm watching it on Facebook and I'm watching it on Rumble, and it doesn't show that I'm buffering. So weird. I think it's YouTube, guys. I think it's YouTube because I'm not buffering on Facebook or so I apologize. I don't think it's on my end. I think it's YouTube. I know Lance was complaining about buffering. Get out of the live stream and come back. Okay, Dustin says I'm good now. Cynthia says taking a break from push-ups. How about doing a pork belly fast? That's an interesting concept. I'm not a real fan of bacon. Maybe we'll do bacon/pork belly. And honestly, I have a ton of what is that called? When they slice the pork belly real thin. Shabu, which is just pork belly. I have a ton of it. So maybe I could find different ways to cook that and just eat that on a fast. Dustin looks like he might be planning a trip to Disney. Maybe. Hi, Kathleen. I'm back now, she says. I'm so glad you're here, Kathleen. And Gary says, if you meet up Amy and Dustin, you will have to wing it. I'm so excited I'm not excited about driving there. I don't really like driving by myself, but I'm not going to be by myself. I'll be by myself maybe until Kokomo. And then I'm picking up Lisa, and then she'll ride with me the rest of the way. So, and then Smoothie says, "Oh, I can't go. I have a prior commitment." No worries, John. Maybe next time. I'm sure Dustin's going to do more of these. Check this out. Check this out, guys. There is a place that I forgot about. Oh my gosh. Wait till you got I want to plan a meetup here. I've been wanting to do like a camping meetup in Plymouth or at the oh my gosh, the campgrounds not far from here. That would be a multi-day. But I think I need to start with this place. I need to find out how much it costs to rent. Wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. I forgot about the res in Mishawaka. This is a beautiful place in Mishawaka, Indiana. It's a 23-acre youth camp and nature center that you can rent. Let me see if they show about the rest. Facility, lodges and shelters and outdoors. This is such a beautiful place. Let's see if they have more pictures. This isn't the place that I would rent, but there's beautiful nature in here. Lodges and cabins. Oh, here is I would love to rent this place, right? Isn't this beautiful? And we could all like I could smoke some brisket. Everybody could bring a dish and we could just hang out in here. People could go for hikes. We could have it for the day. So amazing. What do you think? What do you guys think about this? What do you think about renting this here in Mishawaka? I think it's amazing. Would you guys be game for something like this if I rented it? Isn't that beautiful? Let me see if I can go back and see what the rates are. I haven't looked at these. Lodges and cabins. If we had a 1-day rental, looks like they have a couple places you can rent. I would rent the big one. $400 for the day. So what if I rented the Jernigan Lodge, $400 for the day, and then we just each, everybody pitch in like a certain amount, and then everybody brings food, and then we could just have it for the whole day. Uh, and there's kitchen facilities, refrigerator, stove, microwave, sink. It's perfect for the day and evening meetings as well as reunions. I'm thinking about doing a meetup, renting this facility in Mishawaka. And then we could just do it like, I don't know, whatever reasonable time would be, noon to like whenever. We would have it for the whole day. And then we're not dealing with a noisy, um, I don't know, like I'd have to look at a chair and table rental, stuff like that. Um, Here's another option, the Lion's Cabin. Ooh, what's this? This is a cabin you can rent where people can sleep. That's crazy. Whoa. This reminds me of like what meat stock is. You can rent this cabin and everybody can sleep in bunk beds. Hilarious. Awesome. Yeah, so what do you guys think about that, huh? Okay. I will look into that. And then let me stop sharing this. I'm really thinking about this for $400. And we would have to charge a little bit something to cover the cost. But maybe it's like $15 or something, or $10 or $20. Yeah, this is good advice. I may have to stop, get up, use the restroom, walk around. Thank you, Aaron. I will check my email. I'm sure it's about the sardines. Yes, I do, Holly. I gotta find where it is. Gotta find where it is. I think I'm gonna, as soon as we're done in the stream, I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna get it out and I'm gonna use it. Jerry says Dollar Tree. Thank you, Jerry. Everyone's saying I'm good now. Hey, Manda. Manda's in the house. How you doing today? Brian says the best things are number one, sardines, number two, mackerel, and number three, eggs. Don't know how well the other fish works. Well, maybe I need to try just a mackerel fast. Keto Dustin. I'm sorry, my pain is making me speak weird words, guys. Uh Dustin says we're always planning a trip to Disney, though that comment was about you're staying where you are and I will be Saturday. Gotcha. Today, I ate 3 ounces of bacon after 5-day fast. Angie says it was good. I may try a bacon fast. Smoothie says, for sure, next time. It's a date, Smoothie. Not that kind of date, but you know what I mean. Dustin says, going to shoot for 3 to 4 year, depending on turnout and space constraints. Gotcha. Post in the comments if you guys think I should do this meetup in Mishawaka, Indiana. Brian says the 3 best things, number 1, sardines, 2, mackerel, 3, eggs. I don't know how well the other fish work. Test, do 3 days sardines and 3 days of the other fish and test. Yeah. Yeah, Brenda, do eggs. Do eggs, different kinds of eggs, hard boiled, scrambled, try the eggs. Reese is in the house. Hey, beautiful friend. I'm so glad you're here. Carrie says, I was reading since the doctors told me to wear compression shorts since I have the big space. Hernia was big. I read that it will take 3 to 6 months to heal. Yeah, I think being carnivore though, Carrie, I healed really fast from my hernia surgery. And Angie says herring worked for me too. And here's the interesting thing. Dr. Nelson said on a live stream, sometimes the big sardines are herring. I didn't know that. And it's not as fishy tasting, she says. Brian says ketogenic woman has good videos. I will go out and check out her videos. John asks, how long has all that been there? That the rest? Oh my gosh, John. So I used to be in what is that called? Not Girl Scouts, but what's the other one? Bluebirds or whatever. And we used to go do events there and nature walks, and there's places to go for nature walks. So if I get it, I'm gonna get it all day. And people can go do whatever they want. And I think that would be a good precursor to another event that I want to do at Potato Creek State Park, where people can rent cabins and stay the night. But I will try to charge an amount just to cover the cost of the facility, and then everybody can bring a dish. And I'll make some smoked meat. I'll make a big amount of smoked meat. Peter says, hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. We're glad you're here, Papa. Thanks for tuning in. Oh my gosh, I can't believe time goes by so quickly. Pretzel Pete is in the house. Pretzel Pete. And Jen says if it was closer to Warner Robins, I would go. I don't know where that is. Yeah, here's the problem, Holly. When you check on the campsite, ask how far in advance their campsites and cabins are booked out. Most campsites, that's the case with Potato Creek State Park. We would need to start booking now for 2 years from now, right? So that's a very good point. Exactly. Hey guys, my Nightbot is posting a link to if you want to come on my channel and talk about your story, like Aaron, Lance, anyone, Peter, I've asked you before. If you guys want to come on and tell your story or have a conversation about a specific, you know, carnivore ketogenic topic, click this link and this will take you to my calendar so that you could book your own interview. Yes, Carrie, I will still be carnivore. I have a video appointment on the 13th and we'll ask the surgeon. Exactly. That's another good point, Dustin. The Indiana Dunes would be amazing. Oh my gosh. So let me show you guys this one. Yes, I would. Let me show this, you guys. This is in Michigan. Oh, actually, Indiana Dunes. I prefer the Michigan Dunes. Uh, let me do this one. Warren. I like Warren Dunes State Park. This is actually in Michigan. Same thing. It's just a different. It's this part is in Michigan. Let me show this. Do they have pictures? Okay, let me show you guys this. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? Look, this would be another. I like Warren Dunes. Let me show you this and replace. Let me show you this. This is another great. It's similar to the Indiana Dunes, but it's in the Michigan side, and I think the Indiana Dunes is just further down. But this is my favorite one. Warren Dunes State Park is my favorite. It's Sawyer, Michigan. It's not far from me. You can stay the night. You can camp. So basically, this is where it is. I think Indiana Dunes is farther down. But some pictures. It's beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Just stunning, right? Just stunning. Would you guys be interested in doing some sort of camping retreat there? I mean, look at these photos. It's just stunning. Like beautiful, gorgeous. Oh, that's not stunning. I mean, that's in the winter, but who would be interested? Look at the look, and you can climb the sand dunes. I forget about that, how close I am to that, Dustin. And I don't know how much it is to rent. Uh, like, yeah. Uh-oh. I'll find out how much it costs to camp there. That would be more of a camping situation though than like cabins. Let me stop sharing that. That would be another great choice. Yeah, Schmovie, never heard of it. Amy, the doctor doing anesthesia has had a cool magic trick. After 3 big breaths, I was out in the waiting room waking up when I had the surgery. That is cool. That's how they do it too. They're very slick. Yeah, Indiana Dunes would be another one. I prefer the Warren Dunes. I think it's prettier. I've been to both. But the Indiana Dunes would be an option. Peter says, "Hey, Risa, have you ever tried cooking your eggs in either butter, bacon grease, or tallow instead of avocado oil?" Good question. Aaron says, "You look booked." No, okay, Aaron. That there's something wrong with that. Let me check it out. Shoot me a date on the email me a date on the Sunday. There might be something wrong with my booking link. Send me what Sunday. I go live Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain, and 4 p.m. Pacific. Yes. Silver Beach is another place. Warren Dunes, I think that would be a cool thing too. And Carrie says those dunes look so good. Peter says I cook my eggs in butter, or if I'm cooking bacon, I'll cook eggs in some of the leftover bacon grease in the pan after. I pour most of it off into grease pot container that I store in my fridge. Me too. Peter loves Havarti cheese. Dustin, ooh, do tell. I'll be reaching out. I have an off-topic question for you. Do tell, do tell. Sandy says Schmovie, born in Michigan, went to Silver Beach. A lot of people from here, Sandy. What part of Michigan, Sandy? A lot of people from here go to Silver Beach. Risa says I have a 2-cup measuring cup filled with bacon fat. I want to make Chris Cooking Nashville's mayo with it. I have a ton of bacon fat. Most mornings I use butter or bacon fat. I use tallow for meat. That's awesome. Yeah, lots of fun. I think I need to start, not that I need another thing on my plate, but I think I need to start planning a meetup here locally, like at one of these places, because we really do have some beautiful places that we could just do some sort of like mental retreat where we could camp or do a cabin. St. Joseph. You grew up in St. Joseph? That's like a half an hour from here, Sandy. St. Joseph, Michigan is beautiful. Yes. I use butter along with either tallow, lard, or sometimes avocado oil. The mixing of the fats is delicious. Yummy. I'm getting hungry, guys. Thinking is here. Thinking for myself. Yay. I made a live. We're almost done because I got to go back to work. Thinking says, Peter, I love Havarti. I can't buy it because I'll eat it instead of a meal. Yeah. Okay. So guess what? Here's another thing the sardine fast did. Since I had surgery last October, which has been almost a year, and they gave me cheese in the recovery room, I have been addicted to cheese and I've been eating it. I have not had any cheese since I did the sardine fast um last week. So it really reset me and it reset those cheese cravings. Yeah. I do too, Brian. Where do you live again? You live in where do you live? You told me and I forgot. I apologize. Sandy says, born there, moved to Florida in her early 60s. Well, I love Florida. I don't think mentally I could handle hurricanes. We've had so many tornadoes this year that having storms like that would really just freak me out. I just don't know. Danny's in the house. Hey, Danny. Catching the last few minutes. That's okay. I'm just so happy you're here. And I also want to mention, I want to thank everyone who tunes in religiously twice a week when I go live. And I also thank my members and super chatters in the scrolling bar across the bottom, right? Thank you so much. Um, I just want to thank all of you. I love you all. No matter how you show up every week, and whether it's in my live stream or it's in Dustin's live stream or it's in Aaron's live stream, or, retired Rick's in the house. Hey, retired Rick, thanks so much for tuning in. So Dustin, it could, right? That could have been what's causing my joint pain all over and I wasn't eating cheese every day, but I would get stressed out and the first thing I would go to is cheese. I've also the sardine fast also helped me reduce snacking at night. I have not snacked after dinner at all, even on carnivore foods, right? So my joint pain until the last few days has really been non-existent, except for this back pain. And I'm not having pain in my other joints, right? So the cheese could have been causing that. So who knows? But yeah, I want to try to not have cheese. Everybody's saying hi. Carrie says, I've been through my share of storms living in the Gulf Coast area of Texas. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't like those. I think I get really stressed in storms. For sure. Oh my gosh, we got a few minutes left. Did I cover everything on my list? Did I cover everything? I think I talked about everything that I wanted to talk about today, guys. Um, oh, user error, he probably says, just email me and we'll figure out something. Cynthia says, done. It's nice listening while doing my weight training, feeling buff. That's awesome. I'm going to try to get in the pool at 5 o'clock. It looks like it's raining out here, so if it's storming, I won't be able to do that. And I'll get some movement in the pool where it's a less weight bearing right now. Thinking says, I drank lemon water for 3 days when I had back. Maybe I should try putting some lemon in some water. Did you eat anything or did you only lemon water fast? Carrie says, I didn't see your blanket, Amy, to cover everything. And Rick is getting ready to hit the vibration plate and weights. I am getting ready to go back to work. But that sounds amazing. Although I will probably get up, walk around for a minute, try to go up and down the stairs, even though it's painful, and get some movement in, right? Because I don't think sitting still, even while having pain, is a good thing for anybody. Awesome. Oh my gosh, I love you guys so much. I'm so glad that you all are with here. I thought about fasting today, thinking I thought about fasting maybe for 24 hours to see if it helps. I haven't eaten today. I will eat when we get off, unless I decide to fast, but I'm kind of hungry. I thought about doing this too, Kara. I thought about trying to walk around the block after work to see if that helps. For sure. For sure. Any final comments, peeps? Anyone, any final comments? Oh, we love you too. You guys have no idea how much I love you guys, and you help me keep accountable as much as I try to help you keep accountable. That's what we're here for. Rick likes my Make America Healthy Again. I got this in Florida at my favorite restaurant or favorite grocery store in Naples, Florida. They have this grocery store called Seed to Table, and I might be going back. I might be going back to stay in Cape Coral again for vacation, so I'm excited. Brian Airy is ending his 90-hour fast in an hour. Woohoo! Way to go. You're amazing. You are so inspiring, dude. Risa says, looks like rain, getting dark, working at 2 p.m. until 8. Roast duck for dinner. Yummy. That sounds amazing. Love you all. Love you too, Dustin. You're my brother from another mother, and I can't wait. I'm coming Saturday, one way or the other. You know, whether I have to take a couple Advils or whatever before I go, I'll be there. Yeah, I got this in Florida at Seed to Table. Some lady was selling them out in the parking lot. I love camo. So that's why I have like the army green. I love anything camel colored. So that's why I got the green one. And it might be less triggering than red. If you know, you know. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I got to get back to work. And I'm busy. And I love you all. And I will see you Sunday night, where I'm interviewing John from the PhD community. I'm so excited. We went through PhD class together. So tune in for that, you guys. Love you too, Risa. All right, guys, I got to get back to work. Have a great day, everybody. And I'll see you Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Lights fade low, the bacon's done. We rocked the stream and had some fun. Kids are rock stars in the Rockin' crew. Stay strong, we're gonna roll with you. Yeah, we're gonna keep rolling on. We're gonna keep rolling on. Yeah, we're gonna keep rolling Rockin' till the credits roll.